Okay, you're good, Ann.
Alright. Oh. Well, so I find this kind of interesting that we did this presentation 2 weeks ago, and today was supposed to be the follow-up. And how many were here 2 weeks ago for the presentation? Were you here? You were here. You were here. Yes. They all ran away. They all ran away. Because today is supposed to be about practicing your audio logo. So I'm going to do a quick recap, and then I'm going to allow each of us to have a chance to practice your audio logo, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to sort of figure out what that looks like. The audio logo is from a great mentor of mine who is Robert Middleton. He's a terrific marketing genius, and one of the things that he one of the things that Robert that I got this presentation from him, from the Info Guru manual, and this is about creating an audio logo. Does anybody know? Jim, could you tell us a little bit about what an audio logo is?
It's something like your elevator pitch, your procedure. It's kind of defines who you are quickly, so somebody can make an assessment if they want to go on a big business review or with understand what you're doing here. Because we don't have the time on that, to be honest. It's very physical, practical.
It's a really quick way to describe who you are, get a little bit of provocation into your description, into your introduction of yourself. The whole point of an audio logo is not to sell somebody on your business. In fact, anytime you're introducing yourself to a new group of people, you have nobody's going to go, yes, Martin, I'm going to turn $10,000 over to you. Well, you are witty and charming and have one of those British accents, which really screws with Americans. They fall for the British accent. So, the whole idea in any networking event or any networking venue is that you're just trying to get to the next step. In fact, in the entire sales process, all you're ever trying to do is not get to the end where they sign the check and you start working together. It's just moving each step forward. So when you are at a networking event or you're doing a one-on-one with somebody for the first time, giving an audio logo is a way to just move that step forward. And the step is, I'm going to say my audio logo, and you're going to say, oh, tell me a little bit more, or oh, that sounds interesting, or oh, what does that mean? Because all you're trying to do is create engagement. Then after that, you set another meeting, and maybe they turn into a referral source, maybe they turn into a client for you. So the whole point of the audio logo is to give you a really short but interesting way to introduce yourself. Sal, can I have you, can I make you a guinea pig and have you stand up? And I want you to introduce, how would you introduce yourself at a networking event?
But they ask me what I do?
Yeah.
I help
not
businesses.
only they ask you to, like you go to GNA and you say, hi, I'm Sal.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sal. I help business professionals that are struggling to stay in touch with their clients using greeting cards.
Using greeting cards. Okay, great. Thank you. So that was very, I like the struggling part because that's what I use too, is struggling. I help clients struggling to attract, I help small business professionals struggling to attract clients. The thing about an audio logo is that it goes beyond process. Because let me tell you, 2 weeks ago when I did this, I was talking about process. I help my clients go from overwhelmed to completed marketing projects. That's process. Some people think that's interesting. I realized after reading this, it's really boring. Bye, Kevin. And not interesting at all. So, on the, the whole point of the audio logo is listed on the second page, and it talks about, in the fourth point, number 4, it says their problem. Because most of the other ways that we introduce ourselves is about us. But when we start talking about them, which is the kind of marketing that we should all be doing, is talking about them. What's important to them. Because nobody wants to hear about my marketing business. Right, exactly. They want to hear about themselves. That's channel
What's in it for them?
WIFM. Some people call it IIFM, but there's no radio station in the United States with 5 call letters in it. There's only 4. WIFM. What's in it for me? So that's what people are looking for. Has anybody ever had this happen to them? You're talking to a friend, and there's, their friend is sharing some of their problems with you, and you think, oh my God, I can so relate to that person because they've just spoken about something that I'm struggling with too. You feel a little more reassured, but it also helps you engage with them because they've just described what's going on with them, and that is really what people are looking for. Because when you're sitting at an event and somebody up on stage is talking about, problems that are happening, people in the audience are like nodding, like, yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, and also when you're talking about what's going wrong or what is not right, it's authentic. Because we don't live in what I call fluffy bunnies and chicks land. I know, because that's what made me think of it, fluffy bunnies and chicks. Even though my favorite commercial is the Cadbury Easter egg commercial with all the animals auditioning to be the Easter chick. But most of us don't function in terms of what's going right. We're always on the hunt for what's not right and how to fix it. We always mentally, if we don't have it written, at least we have a mental list, like when I walk out of my house and I see one of my window panes, there's a piece of wood that's missing, I think, oh yes, that, okay, and I gotta get the trim finished on, redo the trim on my house and power wash under the window because there's algae growing, which I discovered 2 weeks ago. So that's how most of us walk around. So what I'd like us to do is, I'm going to give you guys like 5 minutes. Can somebody tell me, Martin, I'm going to have you tell me, because you have a marketing business and you help corporations with their marketing. So tell me about a typical problem that you would help them solve. What's a typical problem that you have?
A typical problem that I see, no matter how small the company is,
Speak up. Yes.
is that the leaders of the company tend to work in the business instead of on the business. They tend to micromanage. They hire all these fantastic people that they find it very difficult because they're leaders to let go and let the people do what they're hired to do. So they tend to be working 24 hours, they're working hard all the time, but they're working in the business instead of stepping back and seeing how to work on the business.
So the leader, but is that a problem? The leader doesn't think that that's a problem.
They don't think it's a problem until they sit down and they start to realize that they're not utilizing their time.
What's a surface problem for them then? Like, are they, because that's really what a leader is going to care about.
A surface problem for them always comes down to the other people.
They're upset with their staff.
But they don't say they're upset, they don't use that expression. They look at themselves as coaches and they think about who to move around into another position, in this position. They're not thinking of letting people go, but they are thinking about moving them around.
Like, do I have the right staff?
Yeah, and are they working well together?
Is my
Why
staff...
can't they be a team? Why can't they follow the procedures, etc.? So they need to understand that there has to be a strategy to comes as part of marketing.
Right, but when they come to you, they're looking like, the stuff I want to get done isn't happening.
Yes,
Is that
that is a okay thing to say, yeah. And they want to have that system. They don't have a system usually in place. They need to have something analyzed first in order to find out why it's not working.
Right, but I'm looking for what the surface problems are. Like, what are the things that are really bugging them? Helen, can you tell me a problem your clients come to you with, like at the surface, at the very top level? What's bugging them about their business? About what's a problem you can help them solve? What are they coming to you with?
I don't know. I have too many, like, too much versatility with the clients, and some of the clients are into makeup.
Yeah.
Using the makeup from my company, and maybe there was a case when one lady had actually some, not even allergy, but kind of, and she was so happy.
Sensitivity. She had some skin
Yes, but the product definitely says you should use it on the hand first and wait. But she kind of ignored it. I don't have any problem. This is a very good product. She did. I told her it's written here on the bottle that you have to try it first on your hand and wait. That was one of the problems, but she was alright.
But when they come to do business with you, and this is maybe Angie, I can talk to you a little bit about to give an example of what because here's what I'm going to contend. If you cannot figure out the problem that your clients are having and why they want to potentially do business, or you don't know what it is, it will make it very difficult for you to move forward in your business. It's almost impossible to be an effective seller of your business and your solutions if you cannot identify very specifically what the problems are. So I would challenge you, maybe some of your clients can tell you, why do they do business with you? It's a great way. It's like the cheapest market research in the world is to go ask a client why they do business with you, because then you'll probably get a better sense of, because she's already become a client of yours when she's at the point of testing product. She's looking around. Her problem at the surface probably is, I'm so sensitive to so many different companies, and I just am looking around for something that I can do skincare with that won't trigger a reaction for me. And that's a big problem, because I certainly know people who have, severe skin problems, like,
Allergies.
well, not even allergies. I know people who have really bad eczema and psoriasis, and that can be really triggered by the wrong product. And that's a really important problem if you have a product that can help people, because the downside of eczema and psoriasis is dry skin, and so you need to moisturize, so that could be, that's potentially, if you have something that's available for people to do that, to understand.
Well, the product was very good, and easy to the family, using it every day, it warms up the skin, gets rid of the wrinkles.
For you.
For a lot of people. But at the same time, it says that on the bottle that you have to try it on the skin, like the hand or whatever, first. And actually that was my mistake, because it never had any problems with anyone. But this woman had particularly bad skin, sorry to say.
Thank you.
Well, and she was not actually a customer, she was a distributor.
Oh, yeah, Angie, tell me a little bit about some of the surface problems that people come to you with.
As a golf instructor, either they want to learn, they don't know how to play, they know nothing about the game.
Yeah.
That part's easy. Starting a new player, we have there's a process that I take them through. And by the time we're done with that process, they don't have that thought anymore. And they feel comfortable being able to go out and play golf with anybody who invites them, or inviting someone else. I also have the other situation where someone's got a dream. They want to play a particular level of golf.
Or like a score.
Yeah, to reach a particular score, like my friend Jim here, okay? So, he's got 3 greens?
3 holes.
Oh, 3 holes, yes, 3 holes.
19th hole.
And the 19th hole. Okay, so what we do is I sit down with them and I interview them. Where are you now? What shots do you feel keep you from shooting your lowest scores? Do you even know? A lot of people don't take the time. I'm the one that they're coming to analyze it for them and say, all right, here's where I see the issues and what we need to work on first in order to bring your scores down. And then here's the next level and the next level, if you're interested. All right, I always put it back on them. They have to say, yes, I'm committed to this, and yes, I'm interested. Because you know what? I don't have a lot of extra time in my schedule anymore, so bringing on a new client is not necessarily my major focus. What my major focus is bringing on clients who are interested in doing the work.
And see, this is into the solution part of it.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying to, because I think Angie is just a wonderful coach, but people are not going to be able to relate to get to know her coaching unless she can tell them about what their problems might be.
Yep, that's why I did the interview.
And so that's when, a little bit more about where they're going to go is in the initial, but we're just trying to get to the first step. And that's what this logo is about. Yeah, are you going to, what is your surface problem?
I have, the man behind the camera has a little comment to make on this. So basically, I think you need to qualify your clients first and foremost. And
this is about qualifying. You're exactly right on, spot on.
And a little bit further than that, like for me, let me give you an example. I'm not trying to pitch my business, but I'm an insurance broker.
But the whole point of this part of it is really to talk about what your problems are. Really talk about what are the surface problems that people bring you, because that's the whole point that I'm trying to get into this next section of the audio logo, is to talk about the problems, the surface problems that people bring you. And you're spot on that it is a qualifier.
And the thing is, to give an example, there are captive agents like Farmers, State Farm, Allstate, that are independents like me that deal with multiple carriers. In some cases, a lot of cases I can do better than Farmers and State Farm. In some cases, they can do better than me. And you have to know your industry, you have to know your competition, and you have to also qualify your client at the same time. And sometimes, in order to save yourself some time and save them some time and get a good reputation, you need to send them off somewhere where they're going to be helped out more. Because what they're going to do is, they're going to go and shop anyway. They're going to find out, regardless, what's the best for them. If you step up and tell them and know your business, they're going to appreciate you, and who knows, they might go with you in the end afterwards just because you were honest with them, even if you're a little bit more.
That's after we're speaking to them, but you're right when people understand. If you are so in the audio logo, let me give you the example of what an audio logo is. My audio logo is I help small business owners who are struggling to attract clients, new clients, and unlike other marketing consultants or marketing programs that you go through, I will actually help you, take you by the hand, and walk you to the end of your lead generation system. A lot of companies will tell you what to do, but they won't actually help you finish what you need to do. And that's the major difference, is I help them create the tools and technologies, whatever they may be, for their small business to get their leads, to get new clients. So the idea of the audio logo is to maybe come down to, a broad enough program, because I don't expect people to understand everything that I do or that I can help with. I just want somebody to say to me, okay, let me tell you, tell me more. So what I'd like to do now is to have you hang on, I have such a limited time. I'm so sorry. I have, what I'd like everybody to do is I'd like you to take a moment to start to think about your problem-oriented, and that is to write down like 3 or 4 surface problems. And surface problems is because when you get, you know, like when I dig down, a lot of times I find that there's this problem with the sales department, but no business owner is ever going to tell me I'm having a problem with my sales department. They're saying, I can't get clients. And they may be the sales department. So I want you to write 3 or 4 surface problems. Surface problems. What is on your client's mind? What's bugging them? And then we'll formulate the rest of the audio logo so that you can see how to potentially introduce yourself. Okay? So I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that.
In 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You're back live.
What?
You're back live.
Yes, I feel like I've lost a little bit of control, but we're good. Alright.
It's alright. We'll control you.
So, now everybody's got a minute to think about surface problems. I would like you to take a moment to get up and just start at the beginning of your audio logo, which is to say, hi, I am, who's your target audience, and I help my clients I help small business owners who are struggling to attract clients. If you can get that part out of you, you're halfway home to having a really sensational audio logo. So I'm going to make everybody in the room, and I'm going to pick on my friend Angie because I know she's usually well prepared.
Oh, well, you said give us 4.
No, not 4,
but look at 4 different issues.
3 or 4, but I would like you just to take an audio logo and say, hi, I'm Angie, I help blah 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 with blah blah blah.
Okay.
Who are struggling or who are feeling or whatever. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Angie Papengillen. I'm a golf coach, and I assist people in becoming the best golfer they dream to become by helping them work through problems like slicing the ball, not hitting far enough, and being inconsistent. So if you want to hit farther, stop slicing, and become more consistent, see me. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a guinea pig. Thank you.
Please do. Yeah, I wasn't here the first time. So.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I would say, I am Angie. I'm going to call you golf coach extraordinaire.
Okay.
But if you don't want to say golf coach extraordinaire, you can say, I am Angie Papengillen, golf coach who helps clients who are struggling either to learn the game of golf or to perfect their score. Something around perfecting score, or getting to score their age or below or above, or however that. I know people.
Yeah, we'd actually say lower our score.
Lower our score. Perfect. That's great. I want you to stay a little bit in problem in all of our introductions, because that is the emotional connection. Problem is actually an emotional, because when you hear problem, you go, oh, somebody understands me. Don't worry about being upbeat and positive. I know that we're supposed to be, but as I said before, you're either chasing gold medals or you're being chased by German shepherds. The motivation for people to make a change is gold medals and German shepherds. Very few are motivated by gold medals. A lot of people are motivated by a chasing German shepherd around to nip at your behind. Most of us are trying to stay in front of our, in front of our problem. Okay, Jim, I'm going to pick on you.
Hi, I'm Jim Bocchini, and I provide Hope for Life.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
I provide the pill for life, your solution for a healthful, longer life and a successful part-time business.
Can I offer you some feedback on that? Okay. So I would say that you are Jim Bocchini, and the company is called what?
My company is called Pill for Life. The actual company is called Life Advantage.
Life Advantage, okay. I'm with Life Advantage, and I help people in their 50s or,
Product is for anybody who's 20 or older.
Okay. But I help people who are feeling like they want to have more energy as they get older, and for some people who are looking for an excellent part-time income. So it's framing it in the form of a problem. Lisa, because you have to leave soon, I'm going to ask you to, sorry, I'm making you, Elias is getting his workout today. Lisa.
Hi, my name is Lisa Tandok, and I'm an estate planning attorney. I help parents get rid of that overwhelming feeling of what's going to happen to their minor children in the event that they pass. So I help document a plan that will be honored by the courts.
Lisa! Yay! I love that. Would you say overwhelming feelings? They're like that knot in the pit of their stomach that their kid is gonna, that the wife is, the kids are gonna go to the mother-in-law she doesn't like. But I love, thank you, you did a great job, very good job. Lito? We have more than a few Litos here.
Oh, that's both of us.
Okay, Lito, and what's your first name? Edwina.
Yeah.
Okay, Lito and Edwina.
Right.
Go.
I'm Lito and this is Neil. We'd like to go ahead and show you a program that enhances life physically and financially. See me.
Okay, so what's your company?
Enhancing life,
What?
mellow.
Melaleuca.
What is that?
It's a wellness
It's great company.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
Well, it's better, but I'm saying that's the way she can relate to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she
And
thinks of
and
that, she knows
it's
that kind
like
of
products
it's better
or
product.
wellness products. So similar to Jim, you're going to want to say something about, we have clients who are like homeowners, for instance, and they want, is there cleaning products in there?
Everything.
Okay. We have,
There you go. That's right.
It's green.
okay, so I help homeowners who sometimes, have a bad reaction to conventional cleaning products, or are worried about creating a toxic environment in their homes for their families. And I help them, and I have products that will help them stop that. That's not very complete, but that's the problems that people bring you. They're interested in, like, I know a lot of people who have some sensitivities to conventional chemical cleaner, what's on the market. So that's one aspect of it that you can talk about. And a lot of times those people will have a greater need for wellness products. So that's a potential target market. But that's a problem. There's no problem. We have to have a problem.
Oh, well, you know what? We can talk about like all of us almost.
What?
Almost all of us.
Yeah.
For instance, there are things like for the bathroom,
Yeah.
for the kitchen, for the whole house. You go, yeah, for the body too. But see, you buy it from the grocery store.
Yeah.
And almost all these stores, except Trader Joe's,
Yeah.
they're all toxic based.
Right. So that's
Chemical based, so,
what you.
yes.
That is the problem that you talk about. People, not everybody feels that way, but there's a lot of people who don't like it. So that's a problem to talk about, okay?
So actually we don't sell, we just educate and share this to people.
That's a smart way to put it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are all
Well,
about
yeah.
it. That is a great point about education.
Right.
You're absolutely right. Martin.
Yeah.
Go, man, go.
Okay.
Go, man, go.
Go, man, go. See? Okay, well, my name is Martin Jacobs, and I'm actually a minister of innovation. And I'm a certified minister of innovation. So what we do is we provide innovative marketing and media strategies for companies to get and stay ahead of the pack in their marketplace. Because the dogs are always licking.
Yeah. So, if I was going to give you a little bit about that.
Please, I want you to. I'm
That's-
learning today.
That's
Okay.
process. That's
Right.
about process. And this audio logo is about a problem. So you and I talked, and you gave a great problem.
Price war. They're in price wars.
I help companies who are struggling with price wars on a straight race to the bottom.
Right.
That is a problem that a lot of companies don't want to be a commodity. They want to charge what they can charge. That, Martin, you had a great, on the price wars, that's a great one. That's a great one.
We help, in fact, differentiate. Just like we buy iPads because they are unique, they're beautiful, etc.
So we want to, in the audio logo, make sure that we're not getting into solution. We're simply talking about problem, and a little bit at the end is about the solution, but what's unique about us in giving our solution. Esther, are you hiding from me?
Yes.
You look like you're like, please don't call us.
She's the best closer. No, she's the best closer.
Bonito is.
Yeah.
Hi,
This is my boss.
no. My name is Esther Jacobs. I'm helping customers and people that have tried everything with their diets to lose weight. It's not your fault, but we have a solution.
You're on it, you're on it, you're on it. Esther! Esther! That is a fantastic beginning. Fantastic.
You got her too.
Because everything has failed. Diets have failed. That is a great beginning of really dialing on the problem. So good for you. Nice job. Nice job. Helen! Helen! Don't be scared, Helen.
Well, I have my own franchise online, and I help people set up their own unfranchised businesses online, which can bring them a six-figure income in the matter of 2 to 3 years doing it part-time.
So, what's the problem that somebody would have to want that as the solution?
The problem is people don't have money, and everybody would like to have money.
That, you know what? And a great way to frame that is that in this day of 8.2% unemployment and a really a hidden unemployment of 17%, I can help customers take themselves off the unemployment rolls.
Yes.
That's
And I can continue, like there are 16 vertical markets, and we have weight loss, excellent weight loss solutions, excellent cosmetic, and
right. But
so on
what
and
is
so forth.
what's the problem? You guys are gonna, Elias will look back at this tape and say, if she said problem and there was a drinking game involved, there'd be like a trip to the emergency room involved because we had to, because I'm trying to get you to focus on the problem. Thank you, Sal. Problem.
Hey, no problem.
Okay, so thank you, Helen. Sal.
Hey.
Party on, Sal. Party
Alright,
on.
my name is Sal Juan. I'm your GNA follow-up specialist. What I do is I help business professionals who has challenged keeping in track with the people they meet on networking and having their clients refer them to their friends and family through inexpensive greeting cards and reminders about their birthdays and special events.
Okay, Elias.
Good.
Get the high five.
I'm embarrassed to do this. Stand far away.
Oh my.
Paying attention.
Okay, don't make that go viral too much.
Oh, you asked me to record this in the first place.
Sort of regretting that decision potentially. Sal, thank you. That was great. Thank you all.
Thank you for helping.
So let me tell you, thank you all very much for doing that.
Can I say mine?
Oh,
Not
yes,
done
please.
yet. Yes, Elias, you do that. Sal, maybe you can hold the camera.
No worries. Like, I can just stand behind the camera, no big deal. I help people find the best possible solutions that protect them from major devastation.
So what's the problem that they're having?
Liabilities all around you.
But that's not a problem.
It's an exposure that liabilities everywhere.
I help homeowners make sure that they don't ever lose their house in a court case because somebody tripped on their sidewalk or tripped in their
Yeah, but that's liability.
I know that, but to call it a liability,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Really?
You have to speak to me like I'm 8. Seriously. I know. Talk to me like I'm 8 years old. Because let me tell you, you should be able to deliver your audio logo to an 8-year-old. Okay, maybe not an 8-year-old. I'm going to go with my 11-year-old nephew. Well, maybe I'll go with my 14-year-old nephew. But you have to be able to talk to somebody who's not an adult to have them go, to have a little bit of understanding. I mean, think about the language. Pare down the language. Get it simpler. I know liability, that's because that's the world we live in.
That's
if I
right.
start talking to you about ROI, I help people get better ROI. I mean, I don't know about you, I'm getting my gun blowing my brains out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's, take yourself out of the world you live in, get into the world they live in. You have to get people who don't live in your world to understand you, and getting a simpler language is absolutely the way to do it. Let me just tell you.
There's nothing simple. There's nothing simple about insurance. We all know that.
But insurance is like, it's such a thing that we all have to deal with. We all have to have auto insurance and renters or homeowners insurance and health insurance. We have to all that because we're protecting ourselves from something that may or may not happen.
Right.
Until you get to life insurance, because for sure we're all dying.
That's a good point.
That's right.
We
You
are
got it
for
too.
sure all.
By the way, you'll see a video of yesterday's Fairfield presentation where a
Yes.
lady was talking about why not to buy life insurance.
6 reasons why you should buy.
Yeah.
Your family don't need
It's going to be up in about a couple hours. It's already done
that's a
uploaded.
good one.
Yeah.
So let me tell you that the thing is that the action plan on this exercise is to write an audio logo using the problem format. The follow up with a solution. My solution, what I tell people the solution is we create a program and systems that help them complete their marketing. Not just tell you a little bit of what to do and then send you on your merry way, but actually the process of hand-holding and getting you to the end. That's what I do. So in your audio logo, I really appreciate everybody, I really appreciate all you participating and being guinea pigs. And I hope in a couple more weeks that maybe what we'll do is we'll revisit. I guess I'm going to be revisiting this again because it doesn't seem like this is done. It's a fantastic formula, and I'm hoping that we can all use it in the future to make all of our introductions better.
Right.
So with that, let me ask you, is there any questions? Anybody have any questions about their, Angie, did you have?
A question, not so much a comment. You know what? This is like a paradigm shift for me. Okay. In other words, it used to be you don't want to focus on the problem. Make sure they know you're the solution.
Right.
But now it's the other way around. It's like express the problem so that they connect with you. All right, and then you can present the solution after.
They can't connect with you. Really what we're trying to do in any aspect of our marketing, and in GNA is a perfect example, we're just trying to connect.
Yeah.
We're just trying to connect. And I'm sorry, we don't live in the fluffy bunny and chicks world. We don't live there. I mean, you can. There's some illegal and legal drugs that are involved in that. But we don't live in that world. We live in the world where it's not that it's negative, it's just that we're trying to how people think, you know, we're a duality. Our brains are all dualities. None of us run around. I mean, you know, we're not Linus like, oh, it's all bad and it's all, or is it Sugar or Linus with the blanket? We're not all dark clouds, but we're all not sunshine either. We're always like, find a problem, fix it, move on. Find a problem, fix it, move on. That's how our lives are. So thank you all for coming very much. I appreciate it.